Abraham and Renee of salmon season. I commercial fish in the summer at the world's largest salmon run in the world, Bristol Bay, Alaska. We sell our fish in our home state of Wisconsin. We're excited to share my experiences of fishing Alaska and what we do as homesteaders in the off-season. There are many seasons in our lives, and sometimes it feels like we're swimming upstream. Welcome to the Salmon Homestead. I'm here at the house doing some transplanting here in the evening. Gonna do out a few Brussels sprouts, some sunflowers, and then maybe eventually get to a bunch of kale. I have 3 different kinds of kale. The zinnias you maybe see in the background here. This group I'm hoping to just go straight from the plug into the garden. But what I like about growing these things in the plug is you know what you're going to get. Sometimes you sprinkle the seed on the garden or in your flower bed and you don't necessarily know what you're going to get, and the spacing might not be what you want. So therefore I do like starting things in plugs. And talk about starting things in plugs, I did tonight do for the first time a few soil blocks that are going right here. I just put in some green beans, so I figure in about 7 to 10 days I should be seeing them pop out. And if I wait another 7 to 10 days, we might be past our possible frost for green beans to go up, but we'll see. So I just made the plugs. I think they're about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. You have the little dimple in the inside. I just put 1 green bean right in each one, and then used a little bit of vermiculite to sprinkle on top. They'll try and hold in the moisture. So as you can see, I do have a rope that wraps a 30-inch roll. I would have liked it to go all the way around and left them there so I could see where exactly the wood chips go. But my rope wasn't long enough and I kept moving it. But I measure over 30 inches, and in the one section I use sticks to use the markers, and in this section I used my little iron rods that eventually may have to use when we do our hoops if it would happen to get cold again and we have to start covering some things. So just measure it out off the same spot. So I always had 30, 15, 30, 15, and then put in this case I use little iron little nails, put them in, and then they'll pull them out. I won't leave those in. The wood sticks, on the other hand, I did leave those in, and that's right on the other side of us where I already had that done last week. This morning I'm trying to finish the wood chips that we're putting down for our aisles. We're doing 30-inch rows in the garden this year and 15-inch aisles. So I've been working on this for the last week and a half or so. A little bit in the morning before work and then a little bit at night after work. And I'm almost there. And then after that we just got to add a little compost on top, flatten off some low spots, and we should be good to go to try our first ever using 30-inch roll planting. Previous to this, we were using square foot garden method, where we would have like a 4-foot wide section by maybe 8, 12 foot long. And before that, I even just did things in rows, just standard rows, where you would always till up and down either side of your onions or your carrots, potatoes, peas, whatever. Square foot gardening worked rather well. We liked it, but one thing that maybe I didn't like about it is you always had to reach in so far. And I really want to try this row method just because it looks easier to add amendments, and I do like having a nice wood chipped aisle.